For the Bucks, the undeniable force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo, locking in to lead his team as they anticipate the action here at Golden One Center. Bucks, Kings, just moments away right after this. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Rollins is out there with Porter, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Now here's Levine. And he makes good on the layup.
Levine just going to work. Talented, finishing inside.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and Coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Giannis left side. Westbrook pulls it in. Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Outside, Green. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Murray. Here's Sabonis. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Outside, Porter for Murray. Porter, no luck.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
One thing this team loves about Kevin Porter Jr., Clark, he scores the ball.
Yes, he does. He's a walking bucket. You know, we've seen him average about 20 per game for a season, and the one thing you don't have to worry about with Kevin Porter Jr., he's going to keep it in attack mode all the time. Just so good finishing around the goal. DeMar is tremendous in the paint.
Rollins the pass to Turner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Inside. Stolen by Levine. DeRozan against Antetokounmpo. DeRozan's shot is off.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Westbrook. Floats it up for Giannis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Changes for Sacramento. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The Bucks also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for A.J. Green. And Anthony subbed in for Rollins. .127 left here in the first quarter. Schroeder kicks to DeRozan. Sabonis, high post. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Going to need a better effort than that to get it past Turner. He is an elite rim protector.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Now here's Giannis. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Anthony, the pass to Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
Schroeder dishes to Monk. Back to Schroeder. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Porter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Both teams will make substitutions. Bucks leading by 4. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Here's Kuzma. The 3. Up in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 4. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Portis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Gary Harris. Then it's Gary Trent. And it's Anthony in at the 1. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. Mark, we see more coaches nowadays keeping a cool-headed, calm demeanor on the sideline.
And, Kevin, I love it. I mean, you don't have to yell and scream to get your point across. And every coach has to coach according to his personality. But I do like the fact that we see more coaches being mindful of how they coach and recognizing that overly demonstrative behavior doesn't necessarily improve the outcome.
Now Westbrook, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 4-point game. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Now LaVine following the miss by Kyle Kuzma from deep to the paint. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Tell you what, when LaVine glides off the pick, I mean, you see the defensive attention he draws. Makes for an easy pass to the roller.
So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
You gotta make some noise!
changes here for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Harris. A.J. Green comes in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Cole Anthony. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Out to the right wing. Rollins with the bucket. Rollins got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Levine. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Sabonis, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Sabonis, great D that time from Portis.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to Rollins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Green with the 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Last game matchup with the Suns. A tough loss there.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Sacramento. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Bucks. Kevin Porter comes in for Kyle Kuzma. First free throw is good. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. The Kings trail by 4. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Kings moving the ball around. And that one, good. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo against Charlotte. He was really on his game. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Drills the three-pointer. Turner's got 5 now.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Yeah, and perimeter shots, though, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you guys.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's Levine, following the score by Miles Turner. Here's Westbrook. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Milwaukee leading by 7. And here is Antetokounmpo. He has 6. Using his size, Giannis.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that does it for the first half of play. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 9. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops. We were out running a little bit. And then we had great spacing against the zone. You know, listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum line. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. Shifting gears now, what a game we've seen from Giannis in that first half.
Giannis is an absolute freak, a Greek freak, if you want to be literal. He gets what he wants, no matter who's defending him. He's been the difference in the game. But what else is new, Kenny?
I'll tell you what's new. This outfit. What do you think, Shaq?
Diesel approved.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
In the front court, the forwards will be DeRozan and Murray. Levine is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And stolen by Murray. To the middle, here's DeRozan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. DeRozan's got 6.
I mean, it's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Rollins. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, the strength that Turner has added to his body on display there. Stayed composed and got it up and down through the contact.
Turner at the line for 1.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
And he's good on the 3-ball. 7 points in the game.
LaVine has a really good knack for when to fire off the catch. Absolutely dangerous offensive play.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 8. On the wing, Turner. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Kings trail by 7. Outside, LaVine. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's now 9 points for Zach LaVine. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. It's stolen by DeRozan. Out left to the wing. Pass to LaVine. Over Porter. LaVine's shot is off.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Rollins. No good with the triple. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Outside, LaVine. Again, LaVine missing. Bucks leading by 5. Pass to Rollins. Now here's Turner. And here is Antetokounmpo. Big time slam, Giannis. Oh my!
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 5. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Russell Westbrook.
You know, even inside Westbrook, unstoppable. He plays with great confidence and also tremendous force for a guard.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Get ready to dance like everyone's walking. Sit down. Oh, that's nice. Let's see it.
And the Kings making a change here. Monk's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's 1:54 left in the third. Porter kicks to Green. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Takes a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Monk, the pass to Murray. DeRozan inside. Working on Green. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, one of the things that stands out with Domantas Sabonis, this guy is high energy all the time. He's a relentless glass eater.
Turner, the bounce pass. Kuzma outside. Back to Turner. 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to DeRozan. There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Murray, and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Turner. Trent comes in for Green, and Anthony subbed in for Rollins. Milwaukee leading by 6. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the third. Schroeder against Anthony. Back to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
They didn't have that from mid-range. Defense dodged the bullet there.
Nobody near Schroeder. From outside, off the mark. Anthony in the corner. And so it's Milwaukee with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
It's about our defense, guys. Hey, listen, we played great defense. We had a 5-minute stretch, but we let them score points. Other than that, our defense has been great. We got to keep shutting them down.
Doc Rivers likes the defense of his team. People are talking to each other out there, helping each other out. That defense is a big priority with Doc.
Yeah, and aside from giving up that one small run, they've been completely focused. Rotations are great. Just doing a solid job.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Trent on the wing. He's joined by Kuzma. And it's Anthony in at the 1.
Excellent pick and roll action at times. Sabonis has great hands, rolls out of the screen effectively and hard, attacks the defense as the roll man.
Now, here's Portis. Giannis outside. Portis sets the pick for Giannis. Driving inside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Here's Westbrook. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, they had a rough stretch shooting in the first half. I mean, they've seemingly made the changes they've needed to make to improve that shooting percentage.
Kuzma outside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Fades and shoots. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. And the Bucks lead by 5.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Some changes here for the Kings. Murray's checked in for Precious Achiuwa. DeRozan comes in for Malik Monk. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Porter's checked in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Anthony. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
Find the lanes.
And we also got to talk about the damage
shot.
they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
A free throw drop for DeRozan.
And I like the aggressiveness of DeMar DeRozan's game. He's constantly testing the defense, looking for any weakness he can exploit to get a bucket.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Turner with a screen on Murray. Here's Young. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Here's Sabonis. Another shot. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And DeMar DeRozan imposing his will on the offensive glass.
Here's Porter. Oh, what a play inside.
For Giannis, his length and instincts on defense make him a feared shot blocker.
The Kings trail by 4. Outside DeRozan. Outside Murray. Here's DeRozan.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Green rips down the board. And so Green will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as much as 10.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard it.
DeRozan with it. Picked up by Turner. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee leading by 6. Takes the shot, and there's the dunk.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Now here's DeRozan. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. And it's sent back by Turner. And they'll keep possession.
Miles Turner. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2. Domantas Sabonis.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
And Sabonis drops them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Antetokounmpo, what a finesse finish on the lane.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength plus excellent agility.
On the free throw, no good.
Yeah, you know, the Greek Freak is extremely versatile. He's a 5-position player and does all of it at an elite level.
Five to shoot. Cleared away by Sabonis. Murray fires away, and he does not hit. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Giannis a screen on Murray. Off target from outside.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Westbrook. And get the three. And so the Bucks take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And now we present the player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.